it's becoming more common all the time for film actors to act off of a character who isn't there.
Yes,
so that's a big change for
yeah.
the stage.
Yes.
So what is that like to play
Well, you know,
so much to Ariel?
Ariel is a character of the imagination. I think Shakespeare would have loved special effects. You know, he writes special effects into his plays a lot of the time, and he would have loved to have been able to do the Battle of Actium, you know, like in Antony and Cleopatra, or to have the storming of Rome in Coriolanus, or to have the spirit of Ariel, 1 minute as big as this, the next minute a giant. He writes that. That's what he writes, you know. You think of Puck in Midsummer Night's Dream. You know, in a sense, he's written a digitally affected kind of character. So I think he would have absolutely adored all of that.
Do you think he would have adored the fact that he could shoot in Hawaii? He wouldn't even know that Hawaii existed, right? when he wrote it, correct?
Well, they know more than we think that they knew, actually. They were aware of quite a lot. But I'm not sure that he did know about Hawaii. But yeah, I think he would have loved it. But I think he also loved an audience, Shakespeare. He loved and his plays are so much to do with the interreaction with an audience, and the whole process of filmmaking, I think, would have driven him crazy. His little tiny bit.
I think it's just an awkwardly phrased question on my part. I was just curious as to being on this basically almost uninhabited island, right? In Hawaii, how much did that play into setting the theme and the feeling for the picture for you?
Well, I thought Hawaii was a genius choice on Julie's part for the island. Of course, there are beautiful little islands all over the world, but it was a brilliant choice. It has this Jurassic feeling. Hawaii, it's still being created. You know, it's the youngest landmass in the world, and because of that, it has this ancient Jurassic feeling of how the world used to be, you know, 1 billion years ago. So it was a great concept to put, and the landscape is as important a part of the film as the actors.
We've got a couple minutes left. Just talk to me a little bit about your fellow cast members, because this is a very impressive cast in the film.
It is. We have a wonderful sort of eclectic cast, and I think that's the great thing about Julie. She thinks laterally in her casting. She doesn't, you know, she casts very unexpectedly, and it makes sort of for this wonderful, strange kind of mix of people. We all come from different stylistic, theatrical backgrounds. You know, Reeve had never acted before, let alone in Shakespeare. You know, he's a singer, a musician. Obviously, Alfred Molina, extremely experienced in film and theatre. Russell, coming from stand-up comedy world. Jaimin, who'd never done Shakespeare before, and the journey that Jaimin's taken into becoming an actor. So incredibly eclectic group of people, and that's dangerous, because sometimes then stylistically it can all get a bit weird. Everyone's acting in a different different style, but I thought Julie pulled everything together very well.
It's a pleasure.
All right, thank you.
And I enjoyed it too.
Thank you very much. Great. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.